Hi all. So just something a bit random really. I just want to give people a bit of an insight to what I do, what's involved. So I am a self-employed delivery driver in Cornwall. So for those of you who ain't very aware or know much about delivering, just want to start by saying it's a very rewarding job if you're willing to put in the hours. So I was in warehousing back when I lived in my previous address. So this was all completely new to me. So I've only actually been delivering since last September when I first moved down to Cornwall. So I moved to Cornwall from the Midlands, had a couple of months off. But yeah, I come from like a management and supervisory background. So we moved down to Cornwall in July. I had a couple of months off with the kids, and then I started delivering in the September. So some people might think, do you need your own van to be a delivery driver? The answer to that is no, you don't. So there are plenty of companies down here, Amazon, Yodel, Every, DPD, Taurus Logistics, DHL. So they will provide you with a van. However, what you probably don't realise is you've got to then pay 35, well, approximately, I know with where I'm driving for, it's £35 per day to use that van. So that's like what, nearly 260 odd pound a week just to use the van. Do companies pay fuel money? Some do, some don't. I've worked for a company in the past that did pay fuel money, but even then it was only about 16p a mile. So where I'm at the minute, I pay my own fuel, so I don't get anything towards my fuel. So I currently deliver parcels for Yodel. So yeah, it is very rewarding, but you've got to be willing to put in the hours and the money, because basically you're paid by the parcel. So you can either be a day rate or you can be a parcel rate. So I've been a day rate before, but sometimes you find you have an easy day and you're actually earning more than what you would be if you was a parcel rate. But where I am, so because I'm parcel rate, I get paid by the parcel. So the more parcels I deliver, the more money I earn, obviously. So I'm fortunate enough to actually own my own van. So I haven't got to pay out the £35 a day for a van. Well, I actually own two vans. So at the minute I have a 2017 Peugeot Boxer high top. That's what I'm driving. And I also own a 2019 Ford Transit, and that's also high top. So high tops do come in really useful. They're not the long wheelbase versions, so just a medium wheelbase, but high top, so you get a lot more extra space. So yeah, the money side is really good. So if you are thinking about, especially in Cornwall, I mean, Cornwall, the jobs they're not great. It's high rent, low income, basically, in Cornwall. So when I moved down here, I was kind of trying to think what I could do to make it work for me, and I was also fed up of working for big companies, and you know what I mean, you're just a number, aren't you? So yeah, obviously I don't have to pay the £35 a day for a van, but I do have to pay for my van insurance, my goods and hire and rewards insurance. Because I'm a limited company, I have to pay liability insurance as well. So insurance is goods in transit covers, everything like that, probably looking about £350 a month, which obviously if you work it out by the week, it's a hell of a lot cheaper doing it that way when it is actually paying for a company to provide you with a van. So if you are thinking about doing it, I would definitely suggest lay out the money. Yes, they're not cheap, but you can still find some good deals. Buy yourself your own van, go in as an owner driver, and you're not working under anybody. So what's the pay like? I've worked at some places where I was earning what, £160 a day, which not bad. But where I am at the minute, so my pay can vary. It depends on obviously how busy my route is. So there's been some weeks when I've dragged home over £2,000 a week. Bottom end of a week, not much of a, just a steady week, slow week, probably about what, £900 to £1,000 a week, which obviously for me has become a low pay, when obviously what, £900 a week is brilliant money, isn't it? Anywhere else, fantastic. So yeah, it's like I said, it just depends on how much you're willing to actually put in. You know, there's been days when I've gone out and done 2 runs a day, or you know, I've been out in the morning, I've done a morning run, and then I've come back, reloaded my van up and gone out and I've done another run till like sometimes 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. But I ain't scared of putting in the work. So but you know, I've got a wife and 3 kids at home, so you got to do what's got to be done, haven't you? But yeah, if anybody's got any questions or anything like that, or is looking into getting into van driving, delivering driving, and you want any advice, then yeah, just reach out. Cheers, bye.